Hey guys, long time no see. I know I'm sorry, I apologize, but I decided to record my April budget and upload it to the YouTube. So if you guys are interested in seeing how I created this budget, then just tune in and watch. Now, this is a long video. I'm sorry if you hear my dog in the background. I'm not going to do this again. I've tried it like 20 times and he just does not shut up. Anywho, I always start my month with like a monthly layout of all my bills. So I get the Erin Condren monthly deluxe planner and I write every single bill that I have on the due date and the amount that I pay. And I also mark the paydays like with little payday tab stickers that I got from Etsy. And this is just for me to overall see like if there's anything new, anything popping out. Obviously, I have on the right hand side, I have my Amazon Prime renewal and my P.O. Box renewal. I decided to just renew it for a year so I don't have to go that often to the post office. But also, I'd like to check May just to see if there's anything that's due before I get paid again. But luckily, in May, I get paid right on the 1st. So there's nothing that I need to use my April money for to pay for May, if that makes sense. Sometimes I know I've shown in my budget videos that sometimes I don't get paid until like the first week of the month, and I would have to use some of the money from the leftover month. So just make sure you guys check that as well. Another thing I wanted to address is that my rent did go up $50. I did ultimately decide to renew my lease because the current job that I work for, I was applying out of state to Texas to try to get a job over there with relocation, but all the jobs are on hold due to the coronavirus. But that is my goal, to move to Texas. So I'm just going to keep applying once the jobs line up again. And hopefully, you guys can follow my journey to moving to another state all by myself with just me and my dog. And so now let's get to actually, writing down my budget and everything. I do write it on a scratch sheet of paper first, and then I move it all over and make it pretty. I'm so sorry, guys. Speaking of my dog Tino, that is one of the reasons why I opted to go back to work in the store. They did give me the option to work from home. But the thing is, could you imagine me being on a customer service call and my dog's barking like crazy in the background? I can't do that. So that's how my job affected me. My job is paying me the full 40 hours and they're giving me the option to either work from home or go back to work. And I chose to go back to work because I cannot work with this dog barking in the background while I'm taking calls. And obviously, I'm single, so it's just me and my dog. And I'm kind of like, I'm an introvert, but I'm kind of going crazy. And I've been eating so much, guys. I've been eating so much. I have definitely gained at least like 10 pounds during this whole thing. So I just need some sense of normalcy. And I've realized that I'm a boredom eater and a stress eater, but more so a boredom eater. Like, I don't need to be eating 3 or 4 times a day, but I am. So back to my budget. So I draw a line because that's usually where I write my incomes and like the total incoming and outgoing. And then I get sticker sheets from the Erin Condren website. And so for April, I thought it's like spring. So I was like, let me do something pink. And then I go through my little tabs and I put the month of April. And then, eventually I do add more stickers. But for now, I just do this and then I get to writing. So my pay was affected in the sense that I do tend to do overtime and I do tend to make more money in commission when I am at the store making sales. But because of that, my income is limited now. It's not as high as I would like, but we're going to make it work. So my two first paychecks are just my hourly alone, my guaranteed hourly, which is about $1,100. And then my commission is going to be about $1,050. Obviously, you guys have seen I usually make more money in commission, but we're gonna work through it. I do have an emergency fund should I need to use it. Initially I had 500 and then I went up to 1,000, and then when I moved on my own, I decided to bump it to 3,000 just because I felt like 1,000 is not enough because it won't even cover like my rent. And so I do have money if I need to use my emergency fund. I'm going to try not to, but that is the plan should I, be low on money or like negative or something. Most of the expenses that I'm going to write, they're all the same. The only thing that's changed is that my rent did go up $50, but luckily it didn't go up $500 because I was going to be paying the month-to-month rate, but I was allowed to renew my lease before that. So that's the good news. I'm not paying like $2,100 for rent. And also, what else is different? Oh, Amazon Prime, I have to renew it. And my P.O. box, post office box, however you call it. P.O. box. I feel like it's P.O. box. Now, I usually leave a little bit of room for my normal expenses. Just in case something comes up, I have enough room to like add something. And then obviously you see like all my OCD people are probably like, you have to start over, but I don't have enough space or like stickers to do it. So we're just going to ignore the fact that I ripped a piece of paper on my like notebook. The OCD person in me is probably like, throw the whole notebook away and get a new one. But these are expensive, okay? These are very expensive. And I used up my other sheet, like blank sheet for the scratch, like scratch notes, note scratches. I can't talk today, guys. I'm so sorry. But anywho, now I'm doing my cash clips. Now, one thing I did notice when I did my cash clips is that I left most of it the same, but I feel like my gas budget is going to be cheaper. And so I'm not going to have to use as much money on gas, and like all the beauty stuff is closed. So I might, use that money or save it. I don't know what I'm going to do. But I do know that I have money left over. You guys can clearly tell I'm spacing out. Like, I don't even know what I'm talking about. But basically, I know my electricity bill might be higher next month because I'm staying home so much. And my gas expenses are probably going to be cheaper because I'm not out driving anywhere. But I feel like somewhere in there, I'm going to be spending more money on something, whether that be food, I don't know. I just feel like I'm going to be spending more money on something. All right, so this is the finished product. I am going to add more stickers, but you guys don't need to see that. I am going to be negative $206, but I'm not too worried about that because I'm going to make up for it with some side hustles that I have. I'll list them down below what I'm basically going to do. But thank you guys so much for watching, and tune in next month for my May budget. Bye. Take care.